There is a 99% chance Bitcoin dominance has topped. Imagine hearing that. Let that phrase sink in for a moment. It's a statement so bold, so utterly definitive, that it sends shockwaves through the very core of the crypto universe. This isn't some random hopeful prediction whispered on a fringe internet forum.
This comes directly from a respected crypto analyst, Matthew Hyland, and it points to a seismic shift, a fundamental reordering of power that could be happening right now, right under our very noses. Is the undisputed king of crypto, Bitcoin, after years of absolute rule, about to see its iron grip on the market finally loosen?
Are we, right now, standing on the precipice of a legendary altcoin season? The kind of market frenzy that can mint a new generation of millionaires in a matter of months? Today, we are not just looking at charts. We are decoding a silent war being waged in the digital trenches, a conflict between two titans, Bitcoin and Ethereum, that could dictate the fate of your entire portfolio for the rest of this year and well into the next.
We're going to dive deeper than ever before into the one chart that tells the whole story, the secret, high-stakes battle being fought on the ETH/BTC pair. We'll uncover precisely why Ethereum's recent explosive rally is far more significant than just a temporary pump, and how it acts as the canary in the coal mine for the entire market.
Most importantly, we'll answer the critical, multi-billion-dollar question: what does a topped Bitcoin dominance actually mean for your precious Bitcoin holdings? The answer is not what you think, and getting it wrong could be a catastrophic mistake. And finally, we will explore the electrifying, heart-pounding possibility that we are on the verge of entering the final, most parabolic, and most profitable leg of the bull run that officially began after the halving in April of 2024. So buckle up, because the entire game is about to change. To truly grasp the magnitude of this impending shift, you must first understand the journey of the challenger. For what has felt like a desolate eternity, Ethereum has been living in Bitcoin's colossal shadow.
Since the year 2023, the story of Ethereum, when measured against the might of Bitcoin, has been a painful narrative of relentless decline. The ETH/BTC chart, the ultimate scorecard tracking Ethereum's value in terms of Bitcoin, was locked in a severe, brutal downtrend. For hopeful altcoin investors, it was a period of soul-crushing disappointment. Every small, hard-won gain by Ethereum was mercilessly erased by an even stronger, more dominant move from Bitcoin. This painful descent then accelerated into an absolute freefall during the summer of 2024, leaving many seasoned investors to wonder if Ethereum's time as a true contender, as a legitimate rival to the throne, was well and truly over. But then, just when all hope seemed lost, something snapped. Like a dormant giant finally jolted from a long slumber, Ethereum began to fight back with a vengeance. From its bleak, desolate lows in early July, at a price of just $2,373, Ethereum has staged a truly spectacular comeback. It has rallied an incredible 44%, soaring to trade at over $3,400 at the time of this recording. This was no mere dead cat bounce. This was a powerful, definitive statement. This was a rally fueled not by hype, but by tangible, real-world catalysts, a massive surge in institutional demand, and a veritable flood of capital pouring into the newly approved spot Ethereum exchange-traded funds. The hungriest players on Wall Street were suddenly ravenous for ETH, and the price action showed it loud and clear. But the real story, the technical drama that has analysts like Matthew Hyland making 99% predictions, is unfolding on the weekly chart of ETH/BTC. This is the strategic battlefield where the long-term war for crypto supremacy is won or lost. For months upon months, this chart was a horrifying sea of red candles, each one representing another victory for Bitcoin and another defeat for Ethereum. But now it appears to have finally, decisively turned a corner. It has smashed through a key local resistance level at 0.02629, a technical move that signals a powerful bullish break in its market structure. It's like a besieging army finally breaking through the first wall of a heavily fortified castle.
Now it's charging towards the next major resistance, the final wall at 0.02968. If Ethereum can breach this second barrier, it could ignite a full-blown, sustained uptrend on the ETH/BTC chart for months to come. This is the signal. This is the spark that could light the fuse for the entire altcoin market. Think of it like this. For over a year, Bitcoin has been the star quarterback, the only player scoring points and getting all the glory. Ethereum and the thousands of other altcoins were the forgotten players on the bench. But now, the coach has put Ethereum into the game, and it's not just completing passes, it's throwing long bomb touchdowns. The reversal on this single chart is the entire foundation for the theory that Bitcoin's dominance is peaking. If you're starting to see how this epic clash between two crypto giants is directly connected to your financial future, do us a quick favor and hit that like button.
It tells us you're finding this deep dive valuable and helps us create more content just like it. So, let's confront that 99% prophecy head on. Analyst Matthew Hyland laid it out with crystal clarity. If the ETH/BTC chart can maintain this newfound bullish momentum, then Bitcoin dominance has almost certainly already put in its peak for this entire market cycle. The underlying logic is both simple and profoundly elegant.
Bitcoin dominance, often abbreviated as BTC dot, is the metric that measures what percentage of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization belongs solely to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is the strongest horse in the race, outperforming every other coin, its dominance rises. It sucks the financial oxygen out of the room. Conversely, when other coins, particularly a heavyweight contender like Ethereum, start to outperform Bitcoin, that dominance gets chipped away, piece by piece.
Therefore, a rising ETH/BTC chart mathematically translates to a falling BTC.D chart. They are two inverse sides of the very same coin, a perfect mirror image of capital flow. For months, Bitcoin has been consolidating its power, pushing its dominance to a formidable 62.4%, a level that has crushed altcoin hopes. But the relentless building pressure from Ethereum's resurgence is causing the very foundations of that dominance to crack. While we haven't seen a decisive, catastrophic breakdown of its support just yet, the warning signs are everywhere. The King's Fortress is under a full-scale siege, and the Challenger is gaining ground not just every week, but every single day. Now, this next point is absolutely crucial, and it's the part where many investors, even experienced ones, get it disastrously wrong. Hearing the phrase Bitcoin dominance has topped sounds like an alarm bell.
It sounds like a frantic signal to sell your Bitcoin now. It feels like the music has stopped and the party is over for the world's largest cryptocurrency. But this is a fundamental, critical misunderstanding of market dynamics, and acting on this misinterpretation could be one of the costliest mistakes of your investment career. A peak in Bitcoin dominance does not automatically mean the Bitcoin price rally has halted or is about to reverse.
In fact, it often signals the beginning of the most explosive phase for the market as a whole. The key component that every single trader and investor must factor in is time. These major market shifts are not like flipping a switch. They don't happen overnight. They are a process, a gradual rotation of capital, not a single instantaneous event.
It is entirely possible, and even highly likely, that we will see weeks where Ethereum's powerful rally takes a necessary breather, consolidates its gains, or even experiences a healthy pullback. And during those exact same weeks, Bitcoin could be quietly pushing to new all-time highs. So what does it all mean? It means we are likely transitioning from a rally led exclusively by Bitcoin to a much broader, more inclusive market-wide rally.
Think of it less as the king being violently dethroned and more as the king's vast wealth finally starting to flow outwards from his castle, irrigating and enriching the entire kingdom. The total size of the pie is getting much, much bigger for everyone, but the altcoins are about to start taking a significantly larger slice than they have in a very long time. For Bitcoin holders, this is not a signal to sell their bags in fear.
Rather, it's a flashing green light, a signal that the most exciting and profitable phase of the bull market might be just around the corner. This brings us to the grand finale, the thrilling conclusion that all of these data points are leading to. The culmination of all these powerful factors, the technical breakout of Ethereum, the imminent topping of Bitcoin dominance, and the unique capital-rich post-halving environment all point towards one exhilarating, unified conclusion. We could be entering the final parabolic leg of this historic bull run. Historically, the periods that immediately follow a peak in Bitcoin dominance have been the most explosive and lucrative for the broader crypto market. This is the phase where vast amounts of capital, having first accumulated safely in Bitcoin, begin to rotate aggressively down the risk curve into altcoins in a frantic search for higher, faster returns. It's the classic, time-tested altcoin season playbook unfolding right before our eyes. But this time, it could be on a scale we have never seen before. This cycle is supercharged by the unprecedented, game-changing inflows from spot ETFs for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. This isn't just retail speculation driving the market anymore. This is institutional-grade firepower, the likes of which crypto has never witnessed, entering the arena. The next few months could see staggering, life-changing gains, not just in Ethereum, but across the entire altcoin ecosystem, from major layer 1s to promising midcaps. This is the leg of the race where fortunes are truly made. It is the final, euphoric, upward push before the cycle eventually, inevitably, turns. The groundwork has been meticulously laid. The technical signals are flashing. The question is no longer if a major market-wide rally will happen, but just how high it will go. So, to wrap it all up and give you a clear takeaway, the delicate balance of power in the crypto market is fundamentally shifting. The ETH/BTC chart is our most important leading indicator right now, and it is screaming that a profound change is underway. A peak in Bitcoin dominance seems not just possible, but increasingly likely. And this peak, contrary to popular belief, is not a death sentence for Bitcoin. Instead, it is a massively bullish signal for the entire crypto space, heralding the potential start of a truly legendary altcoin season. This isn't the moment to panic sell the king. It's the moment to prepare for the explosive rise of the rest of the kingdom. The coming months have the potential to completely redefine countless crypto portfolios, and being on the right side of this massive capital rotation is absolutely paramount. If you want to stay ahead of these market-shifting trends and ensure you don't miss our next deep dive into the specific coins poised to explode in this new environment, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with all notifications turned on. The battle for dominance is heating up. But the ultimate winner in this epic saga might just be the prepared, informed investor. The only question left is, are you positioned for what's coming next?